Welcome to my channel, and I've got another video for you. Yes, there are a lot of subscribers who've told me that please do a video about when you're taking the delivery of your motorcycle. I know most of the people know what should they know about, but I'm just doing this video for those subscribers who asked me to do so. And I have my motorcycle here. Sohail's motorcycle is 3 months old. So I'm going to demonstrate and talk about things which you should know when you're receiving your brand new motorcycle. So what did Sohail do when he purchased his motorcycle? He basically told the shopkeeper that I hope the bike is perfect, and he said yes, everything is checked and you can take it. He took the keys, he did the paperwork and he left. Maybe when he reached home he realized some things were missing, something was wrong. So let's talk about that right now. The first thing is, always remember that every bike showroom giving you a delivery will always make sure that your bike is perfect. Remember, your feedback helps them to get a brownie point in their company. They're salesmen, they're executives. They deserve a brownie point from a customer's feedback. So 80% of the work is done. So the bike which is getting delivered is already quality checked. So it's not that there are big problems in the motorcycle. However, a lot of people have faced the problem. So guys, if you see this video on the iBar, when Yash was taking his delivery, his battery was faulty and his amp meter was not working well. So they replaced the battery immediately, and they also replaced the amp meter. And how did we notice that? We noticed it because I had gone there to check if the bike is intact. It's very important to check all these things. First thing is, always do your paperwork correct. Remember one thing, if you're taking a motor vehicle on a temporary number, they will give you a one-day receipt that allows you to take the bike till your house, and when they give you a number which is allotted by the RTO office, then you are allowed to ride the motorcycle on the roads. Please do not ride motorcycles on temporary number. It can create issues. First point is that. Let's talk about point number 2, paperwork. Make sure you've received your insurance document, you've received your one-time tax payment document, you've received your PUC. Alright, and you also receive the invoices, the challans, and a confirmation of the registration document. Please note, you get your registration document after 1 month of your delivery. So do not expect that to receive on the same day of your delivery. That comes from the RTO authorities to your apartment or the address which you've provided. Once your paperwork is completed, we have to make sure that we check this motorcycle, that how it's performing. At first thing guys, we always receive 2 pair of keys of the motorcycle. Insert the key in the motorcycle, put it on. As you guys saw, I just put the lights on. Now I'm checking the lights. After I check the dash lights, the amp meter lights, I will check the lights of the headlight if they are working fine. That shows that the battery is perfect. After that, I will make sure the left side indicator is working and all the indicators are working perfectly fine. These indicators are checked. When we again start the light, make sure that the high beam and the low beam starts. Let's use the ignition kill switch, start it. And whatever said and done guys, do not put a rain cover on the petrol tank. This is what happens. And now we have to polish and remove this. It's a very difficult task, so do not do that. And I told Sohail not to do that. Anyways, let's continue. Now we make sure that the bike is on neutral and we have started the motorcycle. Alright, make sure that the neutral light is there, and when you change the gear, the light goes off. Now you make sure that your amp meter starts moving like this, shows that it's working perfectly fine. Now the main thing is, hear the engine noise. This is the basic sound of the engine. Because it's carbureted, the engine speed is maintained manually. Rev it a little just to feel the smooth flow. Yep, and it's good to go. Make sure your mirrors are clean. Now that you've checked the ignition and all the switches, shut the bike and let's check if there are any scratches on this motorcycle. So the most important thing people do not check is they might have a dent or a scratch, maybe even beneath the seat. You never know. While replacing the seat or something, they might have scratched it. So you must have a proper look that are there any scratches or any dents on the motorcycle. If there are any scratches and dents on the motorcycle, you have to immediately mention that to the person who has provided you the motorcycle. Next thing, check if the sari guard is intact. All the bolts are tight. Now we're going to check the horn. Yep, the horn is loud and clear. Next thing we do is we need to check the toolkit. So we've just opened and removed the toolkit. Sometimes some things will be missing in the toolkit. So make sure you open the toolkit and see every instrument is at its place. See, Sohail has not checked his toolbox till now, and this is the perfect time to check his toolbox. So the reason we check the toolkit is because right now it looks very easy that hey, it must be there, everything is fine. But when you have a puncture middle of the highway, you'll be like, oh my god, I don't have Aant ka Pana or any other instrument. So make sure these are the basic instruments which are in your motorcycle. Guys, trust me, this toolkit is original and it's all the way from Chennai. So make sure you don't lose it. I've lost it in one of my classics because my box just opened up middle of the highway. Due to the vibration, the lock was lost and my toolkit fell out. So this is the original toolkit. Always maintain it, and this can actually open up your entire motorcycle. That's all you need. The next step is we open the air filter box to make sure that the air filter is clean. Right now, Sohail has used his bike for 3 months and his air filter really looks dirty. Well, I really advise people to go for the K&N, which is a very nice air filter. It's a little expensive, but it's worth it. It's better quality than the one Royal Enfield gives. Also make sure that the PUC sticker is installed in the air filter box and the date mentions that how long it's valid for. These are the basic things you need to check in the motorcycle. Now what's next? It's not over yet, guys. You got to take a small test ride of your motorcycle. Always take a test ride when you're taking it from the showroom. If the motorcycle looks pretty cool now, the problems could occur in next kilometer. So the best thing is first go and fuel your motorcycle and then come back to the showroom. They don't give you much fuel in the motorcycle any which ways. So what you do is you tell the showroom guy that I'm going to take a test ride and also fuel my bike and see if there are any problems. Make sure you use the brakes very hard to see that the grips are fine and the brake is hard. Use your disc brakes when you're riding the bike. Throttle the engine a little bit to see if the tepid noise is not too loud. The biggest problem is the tepid noise. A lot of people find difference in their motorcycle when they purchase it and what the noise comes later on. So if you want to keep it as good as serviced, you have to make sure that the tepid noise is not very loud. Then check the tire pressure. After checking the tire pressure, make sure you also check the horn on the road, switch on the lights on the road, take a nice ride and come back. If you find this bike's maneuverability drifting towards one corner, that means something's wrong with the tires. Maybe you need wheel balancing or wheel alignment. So make sure you go on a straight patch of road and try to ride and soften your grip to see if the bike is going straight. If the bike is going straight, it's pretty fine. But if the bike is moving towards one side, either on the left or on the right, something's wrong with the tires alignment, and you can come back and complain about that too. Guys, now I'm going to talk about carburetor setting, and we will tune this manually by our own hands. It's pretty simple. I'm sure everyone knows about it, but I'm just doing a demonstration so that it can support you. I'm starting the motorcycle right now. Remember, whenever you cold start a motorcycle, make sure that you increase the engine speed by tightening the screw anti-clockwise. As you can see, the speed has increased right now because I've turned it anti-clockwise because it's a cold start. But if your engine is quite warm and you've done a good ride, you don't need this engine to be at this speed even to maintain your average. Reduce it till a level that your bike vibrates only 20% what it used to vibrate before. Reduce it till you hear the beat and the thump in sync with the vibration. As you can see, I'm moving it clockwise and I'm going it as low as possible. Yep. That's the setting I would keep on a carbureted engine. Alright, if you guys can hear that knocking, that means this engine setting is not right. Now we're going to increase the speed of the engine because it's hampering the tappet. Alright. Now we will again move it anti-clockwise. Did you see the tappet noise is gone? This is the perfect setting right now. So make sure you make the engine not that low that you hear a lot of tappet noise. Make sure that you only hear the thump, what you're hearing right now, and the bike is good to go. Alright friends, I hope you found this video very informative, and I'm sorry about the dog bark as I'm in the building. And yes, well, this video is not very technical. It was a very casual video. I just did it for my subscribers who are asking me again and again to do a short video on what are the checkpoints, what are the basic things we should know before we receive our motorcycle from the showroom. Well, these are the points, and I just want to add one more thing, guys. Problems arise after a long time, so please make sure you clean your bike, keep it greased well, keep it serviced well, and keep it as good condition you can. This is the only way you can maintain a Royal Enfield, otherwise you cannot. It'll junk very soon. It's an iron horse. It needs a lot of conditioning and care. Alright, so as usual, eat well, sleep well, be good. Signing off, Ride with Raj.